Alright, in today's video I wanted to do a review of the YAKIMA roof rack with the JLO system. So as you know, I've had this product for probably 3 years. I'll have to go back and check the last video because I did a video on the roof rack and the JLO system. That was when I just had the bars and one set of JLOs from YAKIMA. Since then, as you can see, I added 2 more sets of permanent, we'll show you here, the permanent kayak holders. These are not by YAKIMA, but the bars YAKIMA and these over here are the foldable JLOs, which I really like. I usually put my kayak on that one. When I take other kayaks out, I do run these. So a review, what I like, what I don't like. The JLOs, they still work great. I feel like they're loosening up a little bit, which is expected. I use them very often and travel long distances. I brought my kayak Iowa, Minnesota, Missouri, Kansas, Western Nebraska, all over. So they definitely get their use. I do a different strapping method that I used to do. I used to just run straps a certain way, and I did have a kayak blow off my car. That's a whole different story for another time. Everything is okay. Just had a little dent here on my car, but we survived. I still highly recommend the YAKIMA roof rack. The JLOs are great too, but I've done a lot with this rack. Heck, I've even balanced a bike up here before. Mileage with my car and one kayak, you see it a little bit. 3 kayaks, ooh, that is tough. I'll try and find a picture of me with 3 kayaks on the car. That really just sucks your mileage, especially if you're driving a long way. Something I do recommend anytime you're traveling with kayaks is to check. If you're going on a trip, generally I'm driving hours and hours to go fishing. Let's say I'm going on a 4-hour trip to Western Nebraska. I like to check my straps in every hour. If I'm just going in town 20 minutes, like, sure, strap it on, you're good to go. Anytime I go over 55, generally on the interstate, you're going I-80, like that's 70, 75 miles an hour. I do a whole different strap method. Not only do I use the standard straps that came with YAKIMA, I use ratchet straps. Ratchet straps do not slip. Always come, and every hour I just make sure I can't get one more click in on each strap. Click and click. You've got your standard YAKIMA straps. You can make sure they're tight. And then I use extra straps. These are NRS 20 straps I got, 20 footers. And I've run those from the front here and from the back, front of that kayak back. So it's constantly being pulled from both directions. The front's being pulled to the back's being pulled to the front. And the biggest thing is to strap your kayak underneath and through the JLO. So through the JLO, underneath, back up. If your kayak has scupper holes, definitely take advantage of those. I go through my scupper holes. On my seat, there's scupper holes, and I go underneath those. Some kayaks I take do not have scupper holes, and you just have to find the most secure load possible and make sure it is darn tight, because let me tell you, you do not want a kayak coming off while you're on the highway or road or any. You don't want a kayak coming off. So, overview of the rack. I really like it. Hey, I'll tell you this, it's unfortunate, but here I was driving with this out 2 hours west, actually yesterday, and we hit a deer, and it was a nice sized doe. It was ridiculous. It was at 4:41 in the afternoon, July. Anyways, hit a deer, and this kayak stayed on. It was a nice sized doe, probably 90 pound at least. and luckily my car isn't too damaged. Luckily I'm okay. And this kayak didn't budge one bit. So if you can hit a deer and your kayak stays on your car, geez, you're doing something right. So if you have any questions on the JLO or the YAKIMA roof rack, please let me know. I'll list below, if I can find my invoice, exactly what bars I'm running, because they have 3 different bars, at least when I bought it. And they have different JLOs too. I will say this, there is a lot of road noise. There's a lot of road noise with my kayak on, but even without my kayak, there's a lot of road noise when I'm just running my bars and my JLOs. And then even without the JLOs and just my bars, you do get quite a bit of road noise. So if you're thinking about getting this and you're wondering about how it's gonna sound inside your car, I'm not gonna lie, it's loud. And when you have kayaks on, 1 kayak, 2 kayak, 3 kayaks, it gets pretty noisy. But just learn to accept it, turn up the radio, and always check your kayak. I'd say once an hour. Check your straps frequently, and be safe out on the water, be safe out on the roadway. Like I said, if you have any questions on the YAKIMA, either roof rack or the JLOs, or how to get your bars, or how to go about fitting this for your car, their website is very helpful, or shoot a comment down below and I'll try and help. I like them because you can lock them to your vehicle so no one's going to take them off. They give you keys, they give you everything you need to successfully transport kayaks. So that's it. Like I mentioned before, be safe out on the water. Thank you so much for watching. My school year will be starting up again, so probably a little less fishing from me, but hopefully gonna keep pumping out these videos as much as we can. So that's it. Thank you guys.